It's your boy Toy, and welcome back, guys, to another episode here on Hypixel Skyblock. Guys, we just completed an insane feat and grinded all the way from one single seed to a full Hyperion, one of the best weapons in the game. It was almost 600 million coins. And now that we've done that, we've got a brand new profile with already a very solid farming level, a decent bit of money, and a blank slate of an island. Having a full island to work with is actually super cool for me because the island on my main profile has been full of farms since the very beginning. And so it's time for another massive, crazy project. Over a year ago, I went out and tried to build the biggest cactus farm on the server. And not only did I make something that was absolutely massive and awesome, but it was also something that made a decent amount of money for a short amount of time, and it had a decent impact on the community because so many other people set out to build massive cactus farms as well. And so today, on this newer profile, we're going to pick another crop and try and build the biggest farm on the server. And boys, the crop I'm going to choose, which you should already know by the title, is mushrooms. Now, I want to basically cover my full entire solo island with a mushroom farm. And it's going to be insane. I can promise you that, but I can also promise you it's going to take a lot of time and be a lot of work. Especially because before we even get into the mushroom farm, we had to build all of these other farms, literally every farm possible. In order to get farming 60 on Hypixel, you need to get a gold medal in every single crop. And so you need to have a farm for every single crop. And since hopefully soon my whole island is going to be covered with a mushroom farm, I've got to get this out of the way early. So not only did I have to build every single farm here, but I have to get the gold medal in every single farm, and I have to destroy every single farm. So no, they are not beautiful at all. Like, I didn't even put light on my carrot farm or any of my farms, so they're not even regrowing. But that's okay though, because I ran through it one time and I got the gold medal. Check out the progress so far. From the Seed to Hyperion series, we were able to farm potatoes and netherworts, so those were the only ones that I had completed up until a couple of days ago. Then I went through grinding the contest. First up, built that cactus farm, got a gold, boom, there's that one. Then we hit wheat. We actually already had a decent wheat farm set up, so we were able to farm it for gold, and it was honestly the same with sugarcane. Next up was carrot, which is the farm I just showed you. That one was super easy, could run through it and got the gold. After that was melon, a little bit tougher because 2 layers didn't quite get me the whole way, but we managed to make it about 30-40k over and get the gold there as well. And the last one that I have completed right here is cocoa beans. Now this was actually taking me a couple tries. It's probably the sweatiest of all the contests, and so I got 2 silvers and it just was not going well until this very past contest, guys, where look at this, I got a gold, but I got it by 1 single cocoa bean. You need to have over 265,956 cocoa beans, and that is exactly what I had. It's actually the craziest thing ever, and it blows my mind, but let's go ahead and claim it up. And now when we come talk to Anita, it shows us that there are only 2 left. Now mushroom we don't have to worry about right now because the farm is about to cover our whole island, and the pumpkin contest is exactly what we are about to jump into with this guy right here. So if we just head to our island, fly up to the pumpkin farm, wait for the contest to begin farming as soon as the contest starts, and slice enough pumpkins to get the gold, we will be big chillin' with all the requirements we need to get farming 60 later on this profile. So it's time to head back to the island and start destroying all of these farms because they are all now useless. Goodbye, Mr. Cocoa Bean Farm.
And Mr. Melon Farm. And the Pumpkin Farm. And there go the final blocks on my island. Oh my gosh.
And now that we are down to this beautiful empty island, except for these 2 farms, I'm going to keep the potato and netherwort farm just because they're beautiful and they're on the very end. But now that we have 90% of the island free, let's get this mushroom farm going. First off, we have to go to the hub, then to the barn, and then to the desert settlement in order to break a mushroom and unlock the collection. 2 mushrooms collected, GG. Now in the past, I've created and used this type of mushroom farm design, where you kind of create 2 lanes and then you connect them every 4 blocks with the base mushrooms, and they spread across the line. And guys, this is a great farm. It makes a ton of money, and it will secure you the gold in every mushroom contest. But today, as I build a farm on a new island, I want to try a new farm style. Basically, the farm I build today is going to try and make it so that there's mushrooms on almost every single block, and hopefully they're going to be like no empty blocks, as you can see there are in this farm. Now, if you're a little confused, just stick with me for a minute. Let's hop onto a single player world, and on here I've kind of laid out how I want it to be set up. So we're not going to connect any lanes at all this time. Instead, we're going to have a block that goes out every 2 blocks, and instead of one lane being all red or all brown mushrooms, it's going to swap through both red and brown mushrooms. Now again, ideally this farm will have mushrooms that spawn on almost every single block, which is a huge upside. However, there is a big downside as well, and that's going to be that you can't use the mushroom ability perfectly on the fungi cutter. And I'll show you that a bit more clearly later. But yeah, guys, this is the basic design we're going to go with. And let's jump on in and start building it, boys. Now, starting off building this farm is going to be a little difficult for me because, you know, it's a new farm. I've never built it before. But once we get going, it should be a little bit smoother and go relatively quickly. But of course, just with every farm, we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to start with the outline / framework. After we get that done, let's go ahead and create a bumper on the side here. So every 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, we're going to go ahead and stick it up just to mark it. So let's take this all the way across the empty island and do the same with the markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, bang. Now we can break these connectors and carry our podzol across every single marker. Now that that is complete, we can start placing our base blocks every 2. So yeah, 1, 2, place, 1, 2, place. Nice, boys. Look at that. Now, I'm not going to get to placing mushrooms around the whole layer just yet, but as I was saying, it's going to go red, brown, red, etc., and then the same over here will go red, brown, red, etc. Now, the mushroom farm has to be set up like this or in other different ways where it's spread out, because there's got to be 4 blocks from one mushroom to the next mushroom. So going this way, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks actually, which just gives the brown mushroom here some extra room to spread, so they've all got like 3 blocks that they can spread out to. And then going this way, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks until the next mushrooms. So it is perfectly spread out here and should grow just fine. Also with mushrooms, it's set up like this because I believe a base mushroom can only spread up to 4 times, so maybe it goes boom, something like that, because there can only be 5 in a certain area. Anyway, hopefully all of that makes sense. There are so many stupid rules when it comes to mushroom spreading. So I think how we're going to actually do it is build one layer all the way up and then maybe move to the next one, etc., etc. At least that's how I'm going to start doing it. Maybe we'll change pretty soon, but let's give it a go. First, we got to bring up the bumper, and we'll go to Y120 for now. Can't even see the bottom, bro. Oh my gosh. And I guess we might as well just do that to every single one around as we're here. Guys, at this point, I'm really debating switching farm styles to the OG normal one. But, I mean, I don't even care. We're going to keep going with this one. If it's not as efficient, it's not as efficient. It's still going to be extremely, extremely massive and extremely, extremely dope. These are just those final nerves, you know, that you have like right before a wedding, right before you start a big thing. So let's just keep running it up the way we wanted to, and let's have a blast. It's just that when you build a new farm, you usually build like a little bit so you can test it, compare it to older farms, etc., etc. But today we're just gonna dive on in. Sorry, but you guys gotta go so that we can build this up, and we're literally gonna do just that. So I'm gonna build it up a couple times with the builder's wand, obviously using podzol there. Then I'm gonna want to actually throw Silk Touch. I guess I'm dropping 50k for a Silk Touch 1 book. GG to that guy. So yeah, I'm gonna builder's wand it up, and then I'm gonna go through and mine the insides on out, and I believe that's gonna be quicker than just going ahead and straight up building it by hand. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. So here we go, builder's wanding it on up. I'm gonna be spam buying a ton of podzol today, boys, and then we'll get something like that, and we'll break out the shovel, and then it'll look something a little like that. But this is only like 20 or so rows, and it's only to like Y50, so there's so much more to do. It's insane, but that's going to be the gist of it. Also on this one, I set the room for the lanes. I want to make it as easy to farm as possible, so basically it's set up like this. so that basically I just farm here. So I run, and then I'll just run backwards, and then I'll fall on the other side, run forwards, backwards, backwards, and hopefully I won't have to turn at all the way from height limit to the bottom. Obviously, I can't put TP pads in every single one of these because we only get like 12 or so. So we're going to have to figure out some way to get back to the top, but I think this should be pretty good, just like this. Anyway, that is all the way from Void to Y50 for this first lane, and we just have so many lanes, so let's, slide on over and start working on the next. Wow, boys, this is already insanely huge and extremely impressive. So we decided to carry it up a little bit to around Y55, and we ran through the very middle while shoveling out the insides, but we have to go through it all one more time where we increase our speed cap to 400 and get these tiny single block connectors just like so. This is going to be a little toxic and not so much fun, but it's got to get done. So here we go, guys. Oh yeah, check that out. It is all beautifully carved out. We can dump the podzol and grab some mushrooms to start planting. This is probably going to be the worst thing that we have to do. But yeah, we're just going to fly up and down, placing mushrooms. And of course, going back and forth between red and brown every block here. Oh my gosh, it's crazy beautiful. Look at this guy. Across the whole island. Almost 20 layers already complete. Hold up, we're missing some red mushrooms here. Let me plant these guys real quick. I think that puts us at almost a quarter of the way done with the full island. Obviously, we have so much more to go. But my next plan is to... Oh, no, I'm running through this freaking island. Anyway, my next plan is to get it up to about the height of the island. Looks like it's got to go pretty soon. And by pretty soon, I mean like right now. But yeah, we got to start the process from the beginning. And once we get around this height, we will be at around Y100. So that'll be a ton of progress, and it'll be a sexy farm for sure. So I guess we gotta remove the island and keep building up these podzol platforms. Let's grab a pickaxe and get to work, eh? Nice, there's one step complete. Guys, I think we've spent like almost 8 million coins now on podzol, and this inventory is gonna put us down to just 65k. In our purse. 65k left. Oh my gosh. Luckily the Jerry Mayor's active, so maybe we can like come over here real quick, smack some of these guys and spawn a Jerry dude. I don't know if it works in the hub, but we came back to our island and oh my gosh, there he is. No. Alright, well, I guess we're just chilling as a poor boy. It is okay, though. We can take the podzol that we have managed to get, which is quite a decent bit here, and start mining on through it. Let's hop on in and get it going, boys. Chop, chop. Here we are finishing up the job to mine out the insides here, and my nervousness from before is turning into excitement for this farm, guys. It's gonna be sick. The first half is already looking dope because the mushrooms are starting to grow, and we're starting to prepare to place the mushrooms on this second half that we've built. But I am so excited for this right now because it looks to be growing exactly as expected. Like right here is a perfect example. There is a mushroom on literally every single block. You got 3 red, 3 brown, 3 red, 3 brown, 3 red, 3 brown, and then hopefully more to grow up here. And if it all pans out just like this, then oh my god, this farm is gonna be nuts. Like it legit could make more money than netherwarts, and it could make more XP than sugarcane. It could be OP. So I really do hope it all continues to spread and continues to grow just like this line right here. Truly beautiful. And we're seeing that in so many different spots on the farm too. Hopefully you give it a little bit longer and we will be seeing it everywhere. Anyway, let's grab these red mushrooms that we've got and keep it rocking so we can see that on everything across the farm. Yet again, we're going to be placing, red, brown, etc., etc. It's huge and it's beautiful, and I cannot wait now to be done and to start farming this thing. Let's go, boys. Oh my gosh. The mushrooms have all been planted. Oh baby. Oh baby. We now have about 35 layers of mushroom on our island. 35 freaking layers. I think that is all I'm gonna build for today's video, but there is still something else to do. I want to go ahead and grab that final gold medal so that we have all of the requirements for farming 60, and we just need the XP. So let's give these mushrooms a couple hours to grow here, and then we can buy a fungi cutter and throw some stuff on it. So there is the tool purchase. This is me throwing turbo mushrooms on it. There's me tossing some telekinesis. And this is me adding harvesting. Not the craziest tool by any means, but it should be good enough to get us that gold medal. So let's toggle it to red mushrooms just because they sell for more, I think. Let's pull out the elephant pet. Let's ensure our boots are on max speed. And let's get farming with the start of this contest. And this is just beautiful stuff. Let's keep this collection going up and secure the gold. After a job well done, we can claim up our prize. And check that out. Every gold medal has been collected. Now, boys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you all did enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Lads, less than 50% of my viewers are subscribed, so please be sure to smack that button. I am on the run now for 50K and could really use your support in getting there. Also, be sure to smack that like button because, guys, I do want to make this mushroom farm the full size of my island, but it is going to be a lot of work and I need that extra bit of motivation. So let's please go for, let's say, 3,000 likes and I'll be sure to get it done. Otherwise, it might take a while. So please, 3,000 likes. You guys can do it. I know you can. But anyway, once again, thank you all for watching. I'm sorry about my, sick SweetBootiee voice in the beginning of the video. We're all better now and we're ready to keep grinding. So smack that like button. I'll see you all in the next one. Adios and goodbye.